to another episode of the FusionXPower. Of course, we're here for another exciting episode. We're literally like halfway through the year.
You're right.
I mean, we're in the month of July. Obviously, we're going into the second half of the year. Like, it's been exciting so far, and it's been great being here with you guys. What you guys think?
Same here.
Yeah?
I'm so excited. It's July already.
And it's
Summertime.
That's why we're looking so colorful. Alright, well, if you're new here, guys, make sure you follow us on all our social media platforms. It's FusionXPower. And don't also forget to like the video, share to your friends and family. If you love what you see, share it to everyone else. And don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms as well. Yeah, so today, guys, is the month of July. As usual, we bring you one episode every month, and we try to cover as many things that are happening in that month as possible. Month of July, over to you, Irene. Yes.
Thank you, Goldie. This month's topic is celebrating World Youth Skills Day. I repeat again, this month's topic is celebrating World Youth Skills Day.
Now that is an exciting topic, and I feel like it's very befitting because for anyone who knows what Irene is all about, it's all about empowering the youth. So I feel like this is a great topic, obviously, for you to touch on. But before we go into that, let's touch on some of the important dates in July. As usual, we go through some important things that happen in July before we discuss the topic. So Agnes, what dates stand out for you in this month of July? Of course, it's the beginning of summer. Everyone is excited, people are out. So what stands out for you in the month of July?
Well, for me, it's World Youth Day, as I love supporting youth, and I think we should continue to create spaces for young people. So
Agnes, I think you will like this one. 15th of July is Social Media Giving Day.
Oh, that's that.
I know why I said it.
And you know what we should do?
Yeah.
I think that is a cue for us to do a very first giveaway on the FusionXPower show.
Ooh.
How would you guys like that? Would you guys like that? Yeah? Okay. We're going to let you know how we go about that. So we'll definitely be giving away, yeah.
I guess you know why I draw Agnes to this, because she's the queen of social media.
Yeah.
And as it says, Social Media Giving Day, there will be something coming your way.
Okay. And we also have 17th, which is
World Day
for
of International Justice.
So I think I like that because it's almost like peace, but like you get justice. What exactly does that mean? Because I was trying to read about it, and I'm just like, okay, that is like a global thing, I guess, like international. What's international? It's a global thing.
I think it's a day set by United Nations to celebrate international justice. So as we all know, human rights is something that is universal to everyone. So a day is set aside to mark that day that we could all fight for peace, we could all fight for justice, and all the humanitarian organizations doing that comes to celebrate their common goal or their common, I think Agnes can say that because she is someone that is very humanitarian as well, and she fights for justice any day, anytime. Yeah.
I think it's important that we get to remember this day, the echo to everyone out there, in case you have been anti-traffic to marriage, or you've been unbeaten, or you've been treated less. Maybe you're within your colleagues at work, they're not treating you nice, and that. Look, this day is what is meant for International Justice Day, whereby if you think that you're not having justice wherever you are, whatever you're experiencing, the challenges you're going through, this day is to remind you that there is a day set aside to empower you to speak up so that you can get the justice you desire.
Great. And now let's go into our topic of today. So let's start by just saying what the World Youth Skill Day is all about.
The World Youth Skill Day is a day to celebrate young people that are very skillful. And I know there are different kinds of skills. As we all know, we have communication skill, we have the team skill. But personally, I will be looking at crafts in terms of what can you do with your hands? And that is what I'm passionate about. That is what Ebony is passionate about. And a day is set aside for us to celebrate all young people who are very skillful, who have skill in bead making, dressmaking, jewelry, makeup, name it. So it's a day to celebrate yourself. I'm a skillful person and I know you are very skillful as well. Celebrate your achievement because all little wins matters.
Okay, and let's go into like the skill acquisition itself. Like obviously it's a way of you actually learning something that either you have interest in or maybe you already feel like you might have like a niche for it. Sometimes people talk about skill in a way like maybe you're born with it or you actually acquire it. Would you say that is something that, how would you say both ways? Like, is it something that you feel is a lot easier if you feel like it's something that is within you or is something that you go out of your way to actually acquire?
I would say some people are actually born with skills, but it needs to be developed. It needs to be, it needs to be, will I use the word nurtured? Yeah. It's there, but once you do not water it, it doesn't grow. It's like a plant, it's already in you, but it needs to be watered for it to grow. And a lot of people struggle on how to do it, how to start it. What should I do? I would advise you get a mentor who will help you because there's nothing new on the faces of the earth. Everything that you want to do, someone else have done it before. So you need to look out for those people for you to copy and put a tweak to what you want to do and make yours unique. But there should always be that push for you to start it at the first place, but it's within. Yeah. Okay. And it can still not be within because people learn craft.
That's what I was going to say.
Yes.
Because some people find it hard, I would say, because I feel like there's sometimes when people go like, I want to learn this skill, but I'm finding it really hard. And sometimes people end up giving up just because they feel like it's not in them. Is that a way around that, would you say, as somebody who has taught a lot of people, skill and,
some people just, maybe I would say they see people doing it and they want to do it. And it still works well because for me, I think we should always copy something that is good. So if you see something you want to know how it's been done, it's something that is not of your interest, but because you are around people doing that thing and you want to learn it, there's room for it for you to learn.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Agnes, when it comes to like being empowered, I mean, there's something that says for you to empower someone, you have to be empowered yourself, because obviously you can't give something that you don't have. How would you say it is for you to like say, obviously you work with youth as well and you're one of, in terms of human rights activists and all of that. How would you say it works in terms of you empowering youth and passing down, knowledge onto them, I would say?
Oh, thank you very much. I just believe everyone born out there, you watching us, you are born with a skill and certain skill. It's just left with the home or the adults around you to notice what your interests are. You see, many a times our dreams are being killed by the adults in our lives because they don't tend to take their time to be patient into what children's interests are. So if you are out there as a parent, I'm speaking directly to parents and adults, or you are within children's environment, you are working as a staff there, just be patient with children and observe their interests and encourage that interest. It doesn't matter if maybe they can go out of that interest, but that can help them develop naturally and then improve on whatever they have inside plus what you are encouraging them. Moral support is very important for all ages. Without moral support, that's why we see so many people couldn't do what they are supposed to be doing now. We've got great musicians, footballers, hairdressers, makeup artists, but they couldn't do that because subconsciously, especially within African culture, certain trades and certain professions, no, you cannot do this in this family. You have to be a lawyer, a doctor, a TV presenter, something like that. But thank God now, like this day we are celebrating, whereby this is being re-echoed again to all of us out there. I think my own main take in this one is just to be observant, to be encouraging, and to be enabling anyone. It does not matter whatever age they are, but for our young people and children, let's give them the moral support.
Okay, that's great. I mean, you touch on how growing up, I would say, there's certain level of things that you can't really say you want to be. You have to be that a doctor, lawyer, or whatever. But obviously, we're now in the 21st century where people are actually having career outside of that. We're talking about influencers. We're talking about even photographers presenting and things like that, which is things that I guess back in the days wasn't really seen as like a career or profession really. So how would you say in terms of skill acquisition and entrepreneurship, because now it's about using your skill and turning into like being an entrepreneur, I guess turning into a career really. Like how do you then mend or balance that out? Because you're doing it. We must say you're doing it. So yeah, I would say how would you balance that out in terms of?
I think in these days, in our modern day, I will not advise anyone to depend on one job, like a white collar job alone. There should be a side hustle. And how do you get the side hustle? It's either whatever skills you've got, you transfer that to generate money for you. A good example is the gift of cloth making or hair braiding or makeup. Makeup now is the in one. Everybody can give it to everyone. You could be a makeup artist and you can turn it into a business venture where you go out and do makeup for people and you get money for it. And yeah, it's something that is easily done. You don't need a shop. Everything is sold online. You can put your price there and people will contact you, your phone number. So having online as a market for all of us is that anyone can be an entrepreneur in this modern day that we are.
Okay. And now we're going to take this skill acquisition back now into like Ebony. There's a tag obviously which you say, I think you always say that is what you appreciate, what you celebrate, appreciate. Basically, if you put effort into something, you will get results out of it basically, So now let's take this back, skill and acquisition. Let's take this back into Ebony now. That is what Ebony is all about. So I guess now we can then touch on like Ebony grand finale and how the process is from the very beginning up until the grand finale really. Yeah.
Thank you again for the opportunity. I'm so excited. Anytime you say Ebony, I'm so excited about it. A baby of mine which is going to be 9 years is something to be proud of. Skill empowerment is something I live with, I breathe on. Everything I do is about skill empowerment. For those that don't know about Ebony, the competition is a creativity one. People call it beauty pageant, but I call it a creativity competition where the contestants are empowered through skills. They learn skills like hair braiding, sewing, beading, makeup, rhinestone embellishment, and there is a day set aside, which is the grand finale taking place on the 27th of July at Hilton Dockland. It's a day to celebrate these young ladies. As we said, is the month of July is set aside to celebrate young people with skills, and Ebony is doing that. So
you actually know?
Not really.
I was just thinking about it now. Is that the reason why we've always done it in July?
No, it's always done in July, coincidentally.
But we didn't actually know.
No, it's just when I'm researching a topic,
imagine that this whole time we've been celebrating, like you said, 9 years, we've actually been celebrating on the month that is actually set to empower youth. It just don't get no better than that. Really.
So again, when we say Ebony, we are not here together just because of this show. We have backups. Agnes has been there from day one.
Yeah.
Godiva has been there from day one. So when it comes to skill empowerment, please call us. We'll be there to empower whoever wants to be empowered. Thank you.
Of course, I will be the official host of the day. So yeah, it's been 9 years running and we're still going. So for more info about Ebony Ambassador Grand Finale, we are going to leave the link in the bio, and you can also go on ebonyambassador.co.uk or on the social media as well to be able to find out more about the event. And it's on the 27th, so make sure you keep that calendar and keep that day free, okay?
Yeah.
All right, so now to round everything up, we talk about, why we celebrate it, why it's important to empower youth from the very young age, because I feel like they said, there's a thing that says catch them early. That's when you can really, really empower them, and then obviously they grow to be an amazing adult. And we've talked about why it's important to empower and to share knowledge, and the reason why we actually do that, and also turning that into a business as well. So yeah, just to round that up, what would be your final word on that as the lady in the face of skill empowerment?
Personally, I would say we empower you to empower others. So whatever you learn, don't keep it to yourself. Give it out. It could be in terms of empowering other people or in terms of making it into a business venture. I always encourage entrepreneurship. So again, I would say we empower you to empower others. Thank you.
And you, Agnes?
Yeah, Ebony Ambassador has come a long way. Incredible journey. And this is the 9th session. So it's about creating spaces for all ages. And I will want to leave you with this. And I was inspired by Dr. Helen Paul. He's one of the most funniest comedians from Nigeria. There are barriers in anything you want to do. Whatever you want to do in life, just remember there are barriers. And this can be based on gender or because of your poor money. But do not allow these barriers to deter your progress into whatever that you have passion in. Dr. Helen Paul was looked down on that she cannot make it as one of the best female comedians. Today, those people who rejected her are paying her triple the price and to go for gigs. She told me this herself when I came across her to AY, and just believe that if many doors are closed, remember Dr. Ellen Paul, that keep pushing, and as you have that passion, you get to where you want to be.
Great. Okay, and on that note, guys, that is it for the month of July. Hopefully you've been able to learn one or two things. Hopefully if you're someone, you have a skill, maybe this has empowered you to see how you can develop that skill and turn it into more than just something you're sitting on. And hopefully if you want to learn a skill, you can reach out to Ebony Ambassador as well. And this has obviously encouraged you to want to do more with that. So yeah, on that note, guys, don't forget, if you are not following us on our social media platform, please do follow us. We wanted to be able to relate with you guys. Don't forget, you can also leave your comments in the comment section as well. We love to hear from you. We love to hear your feedback on what you like about the show and what you want to see from us as well. And it would encourage us obviously to keep coming back and give you more amazing content as well, right, ladies? So yeah, until next time, guys, make sure you stay amazing, and we'll see you next time on the FusionXPower show. And it's been Girls in Action.